Three people are dead after a shooting at a church in Story County. That's according to the sheriff's office there. Deputies believe one of the deceased to be the shooter after a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Authorities received a call about a shooting shortly before 7 this evening. We're taking you here to a closer look at where the shooting happened. Take a look at your screen. This is at Cornerstone Church. The sheriff's office says it happened outside the building, and that church is where we find Local 5's John Diaz. As a part of our team coverage tonight, we also have Local 5's Larissa Leone at the hospital in Ames. First, John, what do we know about this shooting tonight?
Yeah, Samantha, this is really still an active scene out here as investigators try to piece together what happened. This investigation right now being led by the Story County Sheriff's Office in conjunction with the FBI and the Iowa DCI. Now, let's kind of walk you through what happened here tonight. All of this starting right before 7 o'clock tonight, around 6:51. That's when law enforcement got several 911 calls that there were two shooting victims inside, or rather outside the church in the parking lot. When first responders arrived, we know that they tried to administer some life-saving measures to the victims that were here. What we know, two victims, two women died. They were the apparent victims. The shooter also dead, and that's who first responders found as well, with what they are saying is an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound, although they are still working to confirm that information right now. When we arrived, we can tell you that there were still several witnesses inside the building, and they were being held there at the time. Most of those folks have gone at this point, but when we spoke with the Story County Sheriff's Office, they tell us they were being held there as part of the investigation.
We have some people that were attending some sort of service at the church, and so they stayed inside the church when this occurred. And so we still have those witnesses inside the church. They're safe. We're working with them as part of the investigation.
Now, investigators are calling this a shooting incident. What they are not calling it right now is an active shooter type situation. Part of the reason for that is because they're really trying to determine what the motive here was. Was this a targeted event or something different? Again, that is all part of the investigation. We can tell you that the victims and the shooter have been identified. However, law enforcement not yet sharing that information with us. So as you know, there's a lot of information we've learned over the past couple of hours, but there is still a lot of information that we still don't know because investigators, like we said, still on scene here tonight trying to piece all of this together. Sam?
John, thank you. And now